and it is a packed house. We still got a ways to go before tip-off. Let's take a look at the scoring comparison for these two teams. Crofton, they come in averaging 49.6 points per game. That's comparable to the 48 points per game for Elmood-Murdock. The difference, though, is in the defense. Crofton is giving up 41.2 a game. Elmood-Murdock is very stingy when it comes to defense. They're only allowing 32.4 points a game, winning by an average of about 16. Crofton is going to have to overcome that defense of Elmood-Murdock if they look to advance on to the state championship games next week in Lincoln. This is a pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or visit them at Moody Motors in Niobrara. Take a break, come back, we'll talk more basketball back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender. Member FDIC.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Scott Ulrich back at Elmwood-Murdock High School. The site of today's district final matchup, number 10 Crofton taking on number 7 Elmwood-Murdock. Elmwood-Murdock, I mentioned, 21-3 on the season. A couple of the wins that jump off the page at me. A victory against number 9 Utan, the Lady Chieftains. 43-40 was the score for Elmwood-Murdock getting that victory. And then number 2, Falls City Sacred Heart, they are in Class D2. But Falls City Sacred Heart, if you've watched over the years, they routinely make the state playoffs in their class, a very tough program. But a victory for Elmwood-Murdock, 41-28. 3 losses on the season come against Class C1 and ranked number 3 Lincoln Christian. Also a loss against Tri-County, 59-51, as well as a conference foe, Johnson County Central, another 10-point loss, 43-33. Those are the 3 losses on the year for the 21-3 Elmwood-Murdock Knights. Now for the Crofton Warriors, coming 18-7. I think their 3 best wins came against D2 Wynot, who's ranked number 10. Also Class C1 Wayne, a 10-point victory. And then Class C1 O'Neill, who's ranked number 10th in Class C1, 56-53, a close game, but a victory for Crofton. A couple of their losses, 2 of them came against Guardian Angel Central Catholic, who's ranked number 5. Oakland Craig, who's ranked number 3. A loss to O'Neill, who's Class C1. So they got 1 win, 1 loss with O'Neill. And then a loss as well against Class C1 Pierce. Very close game, 59-56. Their last loss of the season, though, came against Norfolk Catholic in that opening round of sub-district play, as I mentioned, 61-55. That's kind of a look. You got to take a look backwards at how these teams fared throughout the season before you can really take a look forward. And we're going to do that and break everything down with some stats and what players to look for as we're just about set to go here. This is the pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. Take a break. We'll be back and talk more basketball in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,900, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. And check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCAA. Visit ExplorerCU.com to join the journey today.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich back with you. This is the pregame report courtesy of Moody Motors. Let's take a look at some of the players to watch and keys to victory as we got about 3 minutes to go before things get rolling here at Elmwood-Murdock High School. The stats for Jay-Z Jansen are fantastic. She will be the key to victory for Crofton. As I say that, things can always happen, but on paper, that's how it should play out. She averages 17.2 points per game, and she leads the team in points, field goal percentage, rebounds, steals, blocks, free throw percentage. That's a lot of categories. But Jansen, she'll be taking her expertise to the next level, playing some college basketball after she is done with high school. 17.2 points per game. Crofton could use those here this afternoon. Also scoring for Crofton is Sienna Pinkelman. She averages 9.6. and J.C. Anthony averages 8.0. One game I called earlier this year where Jansen got in foul trouble and Pinkelman really took the reins and stepped up. She ended up scoring 18 points in that game. She's very capable, is Pinkelman, whether it's shooting outside or posting up inside. But Jansen, solid from the free throw line. Her height coming in at 6 foot definitely puts her in position. She attracts a lot of fouls and does get to the free throw line often, where she is 75%. The stats for Elmwood-Murdock: Brooklyn Manns averages 12 points per game. Manns, a 5'7" senior, she is their biggest scoring weapon. Annie Backemeyer averages 9.1, and Jalen Fleischman averages 7.6 points per game. Now let's get to the starters. And the starting lineup is brought to you by Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, your trusted Zematic and Lindsay dealer in Hardington. First up, the starters for Elmwood-Murdock Knights. I mentioned number 7 ranking, 21-3. These girls are playing solid basketball. A senior, Zoe Zarat. another senior, Annie Backymeyer, a senior, Brooklyn Mans, a sophomore, Aisley Hartdell, and a sophomore, Jalen Fleischman. Head coach is Paul Dwyer. Now the starting lineup for the Crofton Warriors, ranked number 10, 18-7 on the year, looking to get one more win and get another trip back to Lincoln. A sophomore, Jalen Panning, a senior, J.C. Anthony, a senior, Addison Ostermeyer, a junior, Sienna Pinkelman, and a senior, 6 foot, number 40, Jay-Z Jansen. Coaches are Maggie Moon, Tiffany Panning, and Angie Canott. And those are the starting lineups. Brought to you by Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, your trusted Zematic and Lindsay dealer in Hardington. That's the buzzer to clear the floor. 1 minute to go. We've been told here on Media Row they're shutting the lights off. I know this is only an audio broadcast, but I want to let you know I have not seen this in high school. Shutting the lights off and have a spotlight here to definitely set the stage in the environment. Packed house at Elmood-Murdock, and we are moments away from tip-off. This has been the pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or visit them at Moody Motors in Niobrara. Take a break, come back. We'll have the tip-off here at Elmwood-Murdock High School. Back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring fieldwork begins. Good luck to all our area schools. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hardington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hardington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,900, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. And check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
What if your next big adventure isn't out there on the road? What if it's already waiting right at home? That kitchen you've been dreaming of, extra room to grow, or the family trip you've pictured long ago. Your home's equity can fuel it all. When your plans become a must, Explorers Credit Union, built steady, built for us.
insured by NCUA. Call 800-491-4309 and put your equity to work for you today.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Well, here we go. This is the district final game. The final whistle has been sounded. Jay-Z Jansen will be jumping for Crofton. The jump is up, and it will be controlled by Crofton at the onset. Crofton in their road maroon, trimmed in white, facing the Knights. White, trimmed in black. This might be an old gym, but it's refurbished and is fantastic. Looking inside and now driving into the paint. Travel's going to be called on Crofton. 14 seconds in and a turnover by Crofton. And now they will set up full court denial pressure, trying to deny that basketball coming in. Knights inbounding. Now the ball does come into play and everybody clears out and they come across the timeline. So it looks like it will be man-to-man pressure being applied by Crofton to start this game. Swing it around, left corner, trying to drive into the paint, can't get anywhere to go, and now they bring it around the horn. Defense very quick right now for Crofton as we start this game. Driving, baseline, swing it around, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Now an open shot going to be put up front of the iron, three-pointer, no good. Rebound clearing the boards away for Crofton is Addison Ostermeyer, the 5'7" senior. Crofton pushing it up the floor, and it's going to sail off the hands off of Pinkelman and go right into the Knight. One of those huge mascots that somebody's wearing over in the corner. So it will go back to Elmwood-Murdock. Knights cross the timeline, and now it will be an over and back call. I'm sitting directly behind head coach Maggie Moon, and when she saw it, she yelled at the referees here, but there was two referees saw it at the same time, so an over and back is called on the Knights. So a couple quick turnovers. And now Crofton will have another go on offense. Lob pass out near the Knight logo, resetting the offense. Here's Jalen Panning surveying the field, swinging around the right side. Now a skip pass over top of a zone defense. Three-point shot goes up. It's good. Jalen Panning. Score big with the products and services offered at Security Bank. That's my kind of bank three-pointer. Crofton on top 3-0. We're just underway with a minute and a half off the clock in this district title game. Driving into the paint, putting up a runner, and it's going to be a foul. Was not able to get the shot to go down was Zoe Zarat, the 5'5" senior for Elmood-Murdock. She's very quick off the dribble. Foul that time is going to be on Panning. She gave her a shove in the back. So Zarat will have two free throws. First one on its way. Side iron, no good. Zarat shot a lot of three-pointers right in front of us here in pregame. Very good shooter from deep. Next free throw is good. So 3-1 is our score. 6:35 to go in this opening period of play. Full court pressure being applied by Elmood-Murdock. Crofton easily breaks it. A little give and go, trying to get it to Jay-Z Jansen. It's going to be tipped out of bounds off of an Elmood-Murdock player. We got some banners hanging up here. Elmwood Pirates and the Murdock Bulldogs. They merged in 1990. Some cool old school posters up there. Crofton with the basketball. Lob pass, trying to get it down to Jansen. Body's on the floor, fighting for it. Whistles come in, and it will be a jump ball call. And that will be a turnover, and it's going to go right back to the Knights. Crofton, notorious over the years in this denial full court pressure. Ball comes in play. And now Crofton will settle back into half-court defense, not trying to trap. But the defense is stretched clear out near the Knight logo. That's how much pressure Crofton is putting on. Zarat goes into the paint, spins around, kick out the right side with the basketball now is Aisley Hardo. In a battle for the basketball, almost a jump ball call, and now it's going to be a blocking foul. It's going to be on Crofton's number 40, Jay-Z Jansen. Her first, second team foul. 5:55 to go in this opening period. Still 3-1, Crofton on top. Basketball now with Zarat, guarded by Panning. Man-to-man pressure still being applied. Lots of good communication taking place in the paint. I can hear Crofton talking. Euro step by Elmood-Murdock. Put back up and in. That's Brooklyn Manns. She averages 12 points a game. She just got her first bucket of the afternoon. Full court pressure being applied and now easily broken by Crofton as they come across the timeline. Swing it down to Panning for the corner three. Too strong, no good. Rebound, clearing it away for Elmood-Murdock. They cross the timeline on the right side. Picks up her dribble, looking somewhere to go, and now finds Zarat coming off a screen. And now they get it back to her as they're playing a three-person game out near the top. Zarat comes off of a quick dribble, give and go. Trying to go up strong with the layup, up and in is Brooklyn Goody. Gets that one to go, and now 5-3, Elmood-Murdock. Jay-Z Jansen with the basketball, clearing the timeline, gives to the trailer Pinkelman. And now back out top. Ostermeyer for three. Too strong, and it goes up and over the glass. It's going to go right back to Elmood-Murdock. One of the benefits of sitting right behind the head coach at Crofton, I can see the notebook. Anything she's writing down, I just don't know how much I should be saying. We'll get into that as the evening goes along. Elmood-Murdock driving into the paint, dishing out to the right corner now. And now playing a two-person game on the right elbow, trying to get it down in the paint, partially tipped away. Lots of contact, bodies on the floor. I believe it's going to be a foul on Elmood-Murdock. Being knocked to the floor was number 32, Emma Cookta. She came in during that last dead ball, and it will be a foul. This time it's going to be on the Knights. That is Jalen Fleischman, her first team foul. So 2 fouls on Crofton, 1 on Elmood-Murdock. Again, the Knights come in an impressive 21-3 on the year, and they have a 1-2-2 trap game set up now, trying to catch Crofton in the backcourt. A good pass across the timeline, long pass trying to get it to Cookta, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Credit the trap there, as Jansen had a little bit of pressure and threw a too strong of a pass. Cookta wasn't able to handle it, and it goes out of bounds. Now, Crofton of their own full court pressure. They're not even looking at the inbounder. Their back is to them, and they're just facing off, trying to prevent that ball to come in. However, Elmood-Murdock gets it in. They come across the timeline, set up their half-court offense. Left wing with the basketball. That's Grayson Haynes. And now they're changing the offensive play. Swing it around to the right side in front of the Crofton student section. Great crowd on hand here. Maximum capacity. It's a sold-out game. Driving into the paint, putting up a runner. Foul. This is going to be on Crofton. Jay-Z Jansen picks up 2. Maggie Moon is looking at the bench, kind of surveying, and she says, Panning, you're up. So Jalen Panning will be checking in as Jansen picks up 2 quick fouls. So we're at the 3:49 mark of this first quarter. Free throw on its way that time by Fleischman is no good. So Panning checks in, and Jansen checks out. Talked a little bit about that in pregame. Jansen got in foul trouble here a week or so ago, and she had to sit a long time on the bench, and that definitely changes what Crofton likes to do. Jansen averages 17.2. Second one on the way for Fleischman. It's good. Missed the first, got the second. Doubled up on the scoreboard. 6-3 is your score, and now Crofton's going to throw it away in the front court. Intercepting that one is Elmood-Murdock. Now coming across the timeline with a basketball is Zarat. Swing it to the left side. Fleischman's going to have it. She'll slow things down, dribble back out near the top of the key. Trying to do a give and go, and a steal by Crofton. Perfect passing lane takeaway is Jasmine Weisler. Long pass the other end of the court. Cookta muscles her way down low, puts it up high off the glass, and it's good. Emma Cookta, she had 8 points in her last outing, gets 2 on that one. Now it is 6-5. Crofton trails by 1, approaching the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Skip out, 3-point shot's going to go up by Fleischman. Side iron, no good. Offensive board put back up, can't get it to go for Elmood-Murdock. That was Zarat. Now clearing the boards away for Crofton is J.C. Anthony. Outlet pass to Panning, down low to Cookta, swing it out. Pinkelman for three. No, can't get it to go. And the Knights will have a rebound. Have I mentioned this gym is small and it's packed? It is loud in here, and there's people sitting right behind us on the stage as well. It is very loud in here. 2:30 to go in this opening quarter. And now the Knights are going to step on the out-of-bounds line. Credit Cookta there as she was right in the face of Fleischman. And Fleischman turned around and touched the out-of-bound line, so a quick turnover in this low-scoring first few minutes of the first quarter. Three-quarter court pressure. Crofton easily breaks just with a long lob pass over the top. Panning has it now, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds right in front of the student section. It will stay Crofton basketball. 2:21 to go in this first period. Still 6-5, Elmwood-Murdock on top. Now scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Where other banks have their branches, the Bank of Hardington has their roots. Pinkelman, left corner, skip pass, finds Panning in the corner. Puts up a shot for three, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be cleared away by Pinkelman. Back to Pinkelman in the corner for three. It's good. Sienna Pinkelman for three. That Security Bank three-pointer puts Crofton out top, 8-6, under 2 minutes to go. And now a steal in the front court, taken away. This time was Panning. Crofton has the basketball, looking to push. A give and go. Anthony. Back to Panning, back to Anthony for three. It's good. That was an NBA three on the left wing, and timeout on the floor. Crofton shooting the long ball, takes an 11-6 lead with 1:44 to go in the opening period. We'll take the break with them. This timeout brought to you by Top Crop. Back in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The current 94.3 KDAM. Hardington. More of today's hits.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is now an authorized full-service dealer for Renke Irrigation. With fully trained professionals on staff, they're ready to provide you with top-quality sales, service, and support. With Renke's 70 years of experience building quality irrigation equipment and Christensen Well providing over 50 years of well and irrigation service, they're excited to serve you. For more information on how a Renke center pivot can improve your farming operation, visit locally owned and operated Christensen Well and Irrigation, or check them out at christensenwell.com. Good luck, athletes.
Elmood-Murdock inbounds the basketball. Quick foul is going to be called on number 12, Jasmine Weisler. And now the Knights will inbound the basketball again. Very quick possession change there. Knights have it, looking to go down low. Turnaround, 10-foot jumper, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and Crofton's in perfect position. Addison Ostermeyer was fouled over the back. Foul that time is going to be called on number 24. That is Ainsley Hartel, the 5'10 sophomore. That's her first personal. 4 fouls on Crofton, 2 on Elmood-Murdock. Still three-quarter court pressure being applied. A long pass over the top, almost tipped out of bounds, but it's going to be saved by Crofton. On the right wing, a three-pointer by Ostermeyer. It's nothing but net. Crofton is lighting it up from deep. I got 4 3-pointers. They are 4 for 5 from deep. 14-6, Crofton on top. 1 minute to go in this opening period of play. Hartel, right wing. Now with the basketball, Fleischman in the corner in front of the Crofton student section. Now it's going to be tied up and a jump ball is called. It's going to stay Knight basketball, but that's a victory for Crofton. They're trying to get it down low. And now a correction, the referee just pointed the wrong direction. So it's going to go to Crofton. Yep, Crofton. They're getting everything straight. He just pointed the wrong direction. So it will be Crofton basketball. Outstanding defensive play there. Under a minute to go, 14-6 your score. Crofton on top, all because of the long ball. Arns. That's Avery Arns, the freshman, checked in during that last dead ball. Now they swing it around the horn with it is Weisler into the paint. Going up strong. A jump ball is going to be called. Thought Ostermeyer got the shot off. It should be tied up with a jump. And now it's going to be night basketball. So Crofton in full court denial. 4 players are trying to deny the basketball from even coming into play, but very quick on her feet is Jalen Fleischman. She gets the basketball and comes across the timeline. It's tipped in the backcourt, so no over and back violation. And now just in their face defense is Avery Arns. Arns is right in the face of Fleischman, and Fleischman lost the handle on the basketball, and it goes into the Crofton, right into the Crofton bench. So now with 28.7 seconds to go in this opening period, Arns comes out. She's all smiles, and she's replaced by Jansen. Jansen has 2 fouls, got to play smart here in the waning seconds of this opening period. Crofton has it. Shot clock is turned off. 14-6. The Warriors on top. The basketball out in the top of the key, and now it's Pinkelman's going to have it. 14 seconds on the clock. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Quick hands that time by Annie Backemeyer of Elmwood-Murdock. Now checking in for Crofton will be J.C. Anthony. Anthony comes in. Jasmine Weisler checks out. A lot of communication between head coach Moon and the players out on the floor. 10.5 to go in this opening stanza. Crofton in transition has been very good, but they're shooting the 3 ball, which is something we don't see that much. It's a lot of inside easy buckets. We'll see if that happens here with Jansen back on the floor. 6 seconds. Crofton down low. It's going to be tipped out of bounds again off of Fleischman, so good defense. 4.7 seconds to go. Ball's going to come into Pinkelman. It looks like the Knights are just yielding and letting her get the ball. So it does come in, and a travel. Just one of those kind of plays. She had room to go. I'll give some credit also to the noise in the building. If I'm hesitating in this broadcast, it's because it's so noisy. 3.3 seconds to go now in this opening period. And now Knights have it. They're going to have to go 3/4 length of the court. Long, throw it up, no good, and it hits the out of bounds just as the buzzer sounds. 14-6 is your score after 1 period. We'll take a break, come back, have second quarter action in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hardington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a 5th-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hardington, Equal Housing Lender. Member FDIC.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it. And treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Elmood-Murdock inbounding the basketball, facing full court pressure. Still 14-6. with the basketball out near the top of the key. Annie Backymeyer guarded by Pinkelman. And Crofton is doing a switching, so they're man-to-man, but then they're also switching, causing some confusion. Throw out, right wing, three-pointer goes up, and it's good. That three-point shot goes up by Brooklyn Manns. Manns now unofficially got her 5 points. 14-9 is your score. Zone defense being applied. Goes in, 15-foot range. Pinkelman turns around and has got it. Sienna Pinkelman, her first 2-point field goal of the afternoon. And they stretch it back up to a 7-point lead, 16-9 with 6:45 to go in this opening half. Spinning around, going up for a layup, too strong. Offensive board, Elmood-Murdock clears the boards away, and they will get another shot. They did not touch the rim, though, so not a fresh 35. Driving baseline, kick out. Zarat has it on the right corner. Now into the 15-foot range, no good. Rebound clearing the boards away is Jansen, waiting for a call, and a jump ball is going to be called. A lot of contact. They're letting them play, and I'm okay with it if they do it on both sides, both ends of the floor, and so far that has been the case. You get to a district game, you usually don't see the similar refs. You're going somewhere else, and there's only one ref I recognize here. Very veteran ref, but nonetheless, right now everything is a fair, even on both ends of the floor. Quick three-point shot's going to go up. Crofton, that was Ostermeyer. No good. Battle for the rebound, and the Knights are going to have it in the backcourt. They will slowly bring it across half court. Crofton settles back, and they're still in man-to-man defense. Basketball, right wing, Zarat dribbles into about the 12-foot range. She's knocked to the floor. 3 players on the floor, battling for the basketball. A whistle's going to come in, and now a jump ball called. It's going to stay Elmwood-Murdock basketball. So the Knights are going to keep it, trailing by 7. Looking to inbound. That's Fleischman looking. Now she gets it in play. They swing it all the way around the horn, trying to get it to Fleischman. She's well guarded by Pinkelman. They can't get it to her. Dribbling left wing. It's going to be Hartzell. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have to make something happen here quick. Throwing up a 3, left wing, no good. Battle for the board. Knights pick up the rebound. Go back up strong. Can't get it to go. And now a jump ball is going to be called as Kukta stepped in. Playing very smartly, though, was Jansen. She was there as well. She didn't want to contest the shot, and she didn't get aggressive on that rebound, playing with 2 fouls. Very smart play with 5:31 to go in this opening half. Be sure to stick around, have the Christensen Well and Irrigation halftime show and some stats. We'll talk out-of-town scoreboard if there's some other games going on. I know we are one of the early games here in the state. Right wing, Pinkelman has it, skip all the way across the floor to Panning. Trying to get it to Kukta, but she's well guarded. The zone defense causing a little bit of problem here for Crofton. Going to have to get it, when they try to pass up and over the top and go to the far side or the near side, it gets them in transition, that defense, and that's when you can try to find Jansen in the middle. Referee's got everybody where he wants them now. Okay, basketball does come into play. Anthony, right wing. Now they go down to Panning in the corner. They could have lobbed it right into Jansen. Chose not to. Pinkelman's got it. Drives in, 10-foot. No good. Put back up and in, though, is going to be Jansen. That's just as good as giving it to her to start out. She gets the offensive glass and a putback. That's her first bucket of the afternoon as well. Now with the basketball out near the top of the key. Pinkelman jumps in front of the lane, and it's going to be called a travel violation, so credit Pinkelman's defense. Traveling is going to be on number 10, Grayson Haynes. So it will come right back to Crofton. 4:48 to go in this opening half. Doubled up on the scoreboard, 18-9. Crofton's got to be happy where they're at now. High-low game. It goes into Jansen at the free throw line. Back down low to Kukta, and Kukta puts it up and in. Kukta now has 4. Crofton looking solid in this district final game after getting to this point through a wild card in the NSAA rules. Zarat, left side, back up top. 3-pointer on the way by Backymeyer, no good. Rebound, Jansen comes flying in at the last second and secures it for Crofton. Long outlet pass to Pinkelman. Pinkelman tries to go up strong. She's knocked to the floor. And the ball goes flying out of bounds. It will stay Crofton basketball. There's about 150 people in the gym that want a blocking foul, and they didn't get the call. Now head coach Maggie Moon says, stop everything. I want a 30-second timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Top Crop. We're going to take it with them back in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,900, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. And check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
Scott Ark back here at Elmwood-Murdock High School. After that timeout, the referees are coming over and talking to a person that's at the table, an official at the table. And I know when you get to this level of games, a lot of times there's another referee, if you will, that's judging or watching over this crew, and they were explaining what that call was. But I like the communication by this refereeing crew. Inbound pass, quick three-point shot goes up by Pinkelman, no good. Rebound clearing the boards away is Elmood-Murdock. Crofton quickly back on defense. We are halfway through the second quarter. Crofton on top 20-9, 11-point lead, and that scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Zarat, left wing, guarded by Weisler. She drills up top of the key and now swings it back around left side. Good defense, keeping the Knights kind of off what they're wanting to do, and that's go into the paint. They're pushed out, clear out the NBA range. Now lob pass down low, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to kick it out, three-pointer on the way. Side iron, no good, and it's gonna be saved by an Elmood-Murdock player. So a fresh 35, trying to drive into the paint, and now a loose ball. Jansen's gonna pick it up. Great defensive stanza there by Crofton. Long outlet pass to Cookta, and it's good. That was one of those baseball bounce passes right up the center of the court. And Cookta turned around, and she was in perfect scoring position, 22-9. Crofton has Elmwood-Murdock back on their heels. Quick shot goes up on the right corner by Elmwood-Murdock. Can't get it to go. Rebound is Jansen, and she's going to be knocked to the floor. Foul this time is going to be called on number 12, Annie Backymeyer. That's her first personal, first team foul. So we're at 2:59 to go in the second quarter, and that's the first foul we've had in the second quarter. Credit the referees letting them play a little bit. Also credit to it that the players are playing smart, not wanting to pick up foul trouble issues. Pinkelman picks up her dribble about the NBA range on the right side. Now they swing it over top the defense. They find Panning. And Panning hands it off to Weisler. Looking for Jansen. Now they got her in the paint. Spins around. Euro step. Puts up a shot. And she is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 12. That's Backymeyer. That's her second personal. So she's got 2 fouls in the last 30 seconds. But at the free throw line, shooting 2 for Crofton will be Jansen, where she is outstanding. And the first one is good. In that game in Norfolk Catholic, she had around, I'm going to say 7 or 8, if I remember correctly, free throws that were good. So she is very solid. 72% though from the free throw line is Jansen. She got both of those 2 for 2. Score is 24-9. Crofton Warriors, they're doing what Crofton does. Causing trouble for Elmood-Murdock on the offensive side. Basketball, Mans has it for Elmood-Murdock, their leading scorer out near the top of the key. Double team that time by Ostermeyer and Pinkelman. They swing it to Zarat, right side. That one missed everything. Battle for the basketball. And they're going to say it's off of Weisler. It's going to stay Elmood-Murdock basketball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Ball comes in play. Trying to find Mans, but she's well guarded. Pinkelman is not leaving her side. Mans spinning around, double team. Now she's got to give it back up. 2 seconds, 1 second. They're not going to get it off. Shot clock violation. That got a round of applause and a standing ovation from the Crofton Travelers. They're sitting directly across from me, and everyone is on their feet as I recognize we got some high-ranking state officials here as well. Some politicians in the top row watching this game. There is a timeout on the floor. Timeouts are brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. Back to Elmwood-Murdock in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
What if your next big adventure isn't somewhere out there, but already waiting for you at home? That kitchen remodel, a new addition, or that dream family getaway? Your home's equity can fuel it all. With a fixed-rate home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union, turn what you've built into where you're going next. Explorers Credit Union. We believe in helping you launch your next big adventure. Call 800-491-4309 and speak with a loan officer today. Explorers Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Scott Ulrich back at Elmood-Murdock High School. 24-9 is your score. That scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Crofton looking very good to start this game from deep. Lots of three-point shots went up and in. But coming off the bench, Emma Cookta has been the difference maker so far. Cookta, 5'8" sophomore, playing very solid in the paint, getting some boards, also putting up 6 points, I have her for unofficially, as we're now under 2 minutes to go. With the basketball, right side is Ostermeyer. Puts up a shot, left hand, can't get it to go. Rebound clearing the glass away is Elmwood-Murdock. They're looking to push up the floor, but Crofton races back on defense. Stop the basketball is the number one rule, and they did it that time. Zarat forcing it into the paint, turning around, a left-handed jumper of their own. That was Brooke Goody, her second basket so far, and now a steal in the front court. Taking it away is Elmwood-Murdock going up the floor. Partially blocked. Zerato clears the boards away. Give it back up to the trailing Fleischman, and it's good. That three-pointers close the gap. It's now to 10, 24-14. How quickly a timeout can change everything on the floor. Momentum has went right back to Elmwood-Murdock. Ostermeyer, left-handed three-point shot, back iron, no good. Fleischman clears the boards away for Elmwood-Murdock. Under a minute to go, clock rolling. Left side with Zerat, guarded by Anthony. Now they swing it around the horn. Fleischman, another three-pointer, goes up, no good. But Zerat in perfect position, she gets the rebound, and she's going to be fouled. Zoe Zerat, 5'5" senior, got the offensive board. Went back up for another shot, and she was fouled. That time it's going to be on JC Anthony, her first team foul. So 2 fouls on Elmwood-Murdock, 1 on Crofton. Free throw on its way by Zerat, and it's good. Zerat is 2 for 3. She'll have 1 more. 44.5 seconds to go in this opening half. Again, be sure to stick around for the Christensen Well and Irrigation halftime show. Zerat, second free throw, nothing but net for the senior. Now it's 24-16. Was a double digit, now they've closed it to 8. Basketball, right wing, back to Pinkelman. Three-pointer on the way. Front of the iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Jansen has it, can't get it to go. Can't get it to go again, and she's going to be fouled. She missed the first one and just couldn't get it up and over high enough past the rim, and so it kind of got shoved right back at her. The second time, though, she was shoved in the back. Foul is going to be committed by number 24, Aisley Hartzell, her second. At the free throw line, Jansen, she's got it. Jansen's 3 for 3, and she'll have 1 more. Checking in for Crofton will be Panning. She's coming in for the shooter, which will be Jansen if it's a make. I like the coaching decision. Get her to the bench. She's got 2 fouls. There it is. Nothing but net for Jansen. 4 for 4 as she'll take a seat, presumably for the final 29.6 seconds of this opening half. Unofficially, I've got her for 6 points. A lot of contact, is trying to get the basketball in is Elmwood-Murdock, and that full court pressure being applied. A little too much contact that time. JC Anthony is going to pick up a foul, her second. And so she will check out, and back in is Avery Arns. Arns is 5'3", a freshman. but very good on the defensive side. That's why she was put in there. Now she's on Fleischman, denied Fleischman from even getting the basketball. 25 seconds. Now half-court offense set up for Elmood-Murdock. Right side, Fleischman back up the top of the key, swinging around the horn. This time Mans has it. Left side, guarded by Pinkelman. 12 seconds. Now they find a cutter. Down low, can't get it to go, but a foul is going to be called. I believe that was Backymeyer trying to get the right-handed runner in there. Foul's going to be on number 4. That's Arns. A couple of Warriors set to check in after this first free throw by Backymeyer. First free throw on its way. It's good. It's Annie Backymeyer's first one. So Anthony comes back in. She's got 2. As well as Jansen comes back in. She has 2 fouls as well. 10.5 to go. Jansen can get a rebound here. That's probably why she was put back in. Goes up, and it will be a rebound by Jansen. Crofton pushing up the floor. 6 seconds. Left side, Pinkelman to Anthony, to Panning on the right wing, and they are not going to get a shot off. Good defense by Elmood-Murdock to stop Crofton from getting a shot in that final 10 seconds of the opening half. 26-17. Crofton is on top after one half of play. They want to get back to the state championship this coming week in Lincoln. We'll take a break, come back. We will have the halftime report back in 3 minutes on a current 94.3.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is now an authorized full-service dealer for Reinke Irrigation. With fully trained professionals on staff, they're ready to provide you with top-quality sales, service, and support. With Reinke's 70 years of experience building quality irrigation equipment and Christensen Well providing over 50 years of well and irrigation service, they're excited to serve you. For more information on how a Reinke center pivot can improve your farming operation, visit locally owned and operated Christensen Well and Irrigation or check them out at christensenwell.com. Good luck, athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hardington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hardington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hardington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
Scott Ulrich back at Elmwood-Murdock High School. Crofton on top, 26-17 after one half of play. Crofton is a regular down at the state tournament, and they are looking to make another trip back down there. Kind of doing it the hard way, though. When you get that wild card to get to the district final, and then you face a very good 21-3 Elmwood-Murdock team. It's the defense. I talked about the defense I thought was a little bit maybe tipped towards Elmwood-Murdock's favor. Well, that's not how it's been. Crofton's defense has been outstanding. Let's break things down, and we do that by the Halftime Report, brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation, built on over 50 years of experience in the water well drilling industry, and your local Ranke Irrigation System dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. 26-17, 17 points for the Knights. 3 of them were by Zoe Surratt, and they're all free throws. Annie Backemeyer has 1. Brooklyn Mans, she averages 12 points a game. So far, she has 5. Brooke Goody off the bench has 4, and Jalen Fleischman has 4 points as well. Now for the Crofton Warriors, Jalen Panning started the game out with a 3-pointer. That's what she has. And then it was followed up by a 3-pointer for J.C. Anthony, Addison Ostermeyer, and another one in there. There was 4 3-pointers kind of to start the game, and that set the tone for Crofton. Along with those 3-pointers, Emma Cookta has 6 points. Sienna Pinkelman, she has 5 points. One of them was that 3-pointer. And Jay-Z Jansen has 6. So they're spreading the points around. But Jansen picked up a couple early fouls. She had to sit for a few minutes. That was not on the agenda. See if she can stay out of foul trouble and on the floor in this second half. 26-17 is currently where we sit. We'll take a break, come back. We'll see if there's some out-of-town scoreboard updates, as well as maybe a peek ahead, what's going on, and when would the state games be if Crofton would advance. We'll talk about that and more in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
What if your next big adventure isn't out there on the road? What if it's already waiting right at home? That kitchen you've been dreaming of, extra room to grow, or the family trip you've pictured long ago? Your home's equity can fuel it all when your plans become a must. Explorers Credit Union, built steady, built for us.
Insured by NCUA. Call 800-491-4309 and put your equity to work for you today.
Want to make a difference and build a future in healthcare? The Avera Nursing Advantage at Mount Marty University offers you 2 years of educational funding plus a full-time nursing job at Avera once you graduate. That's $30,000 in funding, real-world work commitment for 3 years, and a career you'll be proud of. Apply in your sophomore year, study your BSN, and step directly into your nursing role. Start your journey today at mountmarty.edu.
Did you know that using your debit card to pay in stores, online, even within apps, has never been easier or more secure? Now there's a better way to pay with Digital Wallet from Security Bank. Whether at the coffee shop, grocery store, or online, instead of making purchases using your plastic card, now you can pay with your smartphone, tablet, or smartwatch. Just touch, tap, pay the easy way with Digital Wallet from Security Bank. Ask about it today. Member FDIC.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring fieldwork begins. Good luck to all our area schools.
Scott Ulrich back at Elmwood-Murdock High School, 26-17, Crofton on top. This is the halftime report brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Let's do an out-of-town scoreboard look around Class C2. We are the only game in town so far. Everything else starting in about 15 minutes. There's some 6 o'clock, 6:30, and 7 o'clock games, so nothing else in C2 as of right now. However, in Class D1, Northeast Nebraska keeping an eye on number 1 Bloomfield. The Queen Bees, they are rolling on and going to the state tournament after defeating number 16 Juanita Palisades 74-45. What a dominant win by the Queen Bees. In Class D2, only a couple games are underway so far. Number 14, St. Mary's, is playing number 3, Falls City Sacred Heart. And after one half of play, it's St. Mary's. They are up 22-17. At the end of one period of play, it's number 9, Archangels Catholic. They're playing number 8 seed, Hayes Springs. And Archangels Catholic is up 20-9. Those games are the only ones that are playing so far. I hate even talking about it, but we'll do it just for information, I guess. If Crofton would advance, or whichever team here wins is going to advance, that game will take place Wednesday, March 4th. And it could either be a 9 a.m. game all the way to the 3:15 game. There's a 4-game slot in there that Class C2 will play, and those games will be at the Devaney Center in Lincoln. That's kind of a look ahead. This has been the Halftime Report brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Let's take a quick break. Be back with second half action in 30 seconds on a Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Scott Ork back at Elmwood-Murdock High School. Appreciate you tuning in for the Halftime Report brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. We'll have another post-game wrap-up of some stats at the conclusion of this game. Ball is going to come in play. Elmwood-Murdock will have first go of it, trailing 26-17. With the basketball, right wing, well guarded by Ostermeyer. Spinning around, losing Ostermeyer, going up with the right hand. That's Brooke Goody. She is very quick with the basketball in her hands, and she's coming off the bench. Looks like a starter to me. Basketball into the short corner to Pinkelman. Kick back out. Panning has it. And now that zone defense rotating very well to prevent it from going to Jansen. Three-point shot goes up. No good. Jansen put back up and can't get it to go, but it's going to be off of an Elmwood-Murdock player. Jansen was in good position just to get the board. She wasn't right underneath the basket. Probably 7 or 8 feet when she put that shot back up. And it was no good. 7:23 to go in this third quarter. Still 26-19. Jansen has it left elbow, picks up her dribble, tries to pass it, and it's going to be stolen. Taken away is Mackemeyer. Long outlet pass. Can't get it. A lot of contact, and now someone's finally going to grab it. They kick it out. 3-point shot by Mans. No good. And trying to run it down is Elmwood-Murdock. They do. This time they get it back to Mans in the paint. Guarded by Anthony. Euro step by Mans. Can't get it to go, and now Jansen's going to have it. Elmwood-Murdock has come out with a lot more energy here to start the second half. Driving into the paint, I believe it's going to be a charge, and it is. J.C. Anthony went in pretty quick into the paint, but Zoe Zarat was just sitting there waiting for it to come in and got the charge. So that's the third foul on Anthony. Checking out will be Ostermeyer as well as Anthony. And checking in will be Kukta and Weisler for Crofton. Still no score as we got 1 minute off the clock in this second half. Clear out, denial, pressure. Almost a steal by Crofton out near the logo, but able to secure it is Elmwood-Murdock. They swing it around the right side. There's Zoe Zarat, guarded this time by Panning. Back up top, they swing it around the horn. Man-to-man pressure. Crofton is screaming and getting great communication. Almost taking it away. Now under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Goes into the paint. Kick out. 3-point shot by Zarat in the right corner, and it's good. Her first field goal of the night. And Crofton says, let's talk it over. Head coach Maggie Moons called a timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. Timeouts brought to you by Top Crop. Back in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
I'm Brett Wiedenfeld, Chief Financial Officer and Ag Lender at the Bank of Hartington, and I'm also a Northeast Nebraska pork producer. At the Bank of Hartington, we have the tools and knowledge to help your operation grow. We know the needs of our producers and are eager to assist with the demands of your farm. How do we know? Because our Ag Lenders have true Ag experience. Call our experienced Ag Lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
Scott Ork back at Elmwood-Murdock. A timeout taken by Crofton. And they stressed 55. That's man-to-man defensive pressure. Got to be better on defense was the message during that halftime. Or rather, that timeout, excuse me. Crofton with the basketball. Left wing. Three-pointer goes up by Pinkelman. Almost went in. Now Cookta gets it. Put back up. She's blocked. Ball's on the floor, and it's going to be secured by Elmood-Murdock. Bringing it across the floor. Long outlet pass. Trying to get it down low, but Crofton's defense now settles back in. Still playing man-to-man pressure. They swing it around the horn. Mans has it at the left elbow. Give and go, hand off to Goody. Goes down low, almost just dribbled out of bounds. Finally stops, and they swing it back out and start over. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to get it low to Goody. It's tipped away by Cookta. Goody has it. Now give and go. Going up and in. That's Backemeyer. And now with a basketball, right wing, Weisler for three, off the glass. You take them any way you can get them in a district final. That Security Bank three-pointer brought in by Weisler extends it back 29-24, 5-point lead for Crofton with 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Basketball, right wing for Elmood-Murdock. Now they swing it back around top, looking somewhere to go. They want to get into the paint, and that's just very tough when you got Cookta and Jansen and they're anchoring things. Mans spins around, puts up a right-handed shot, and a foul is going to be called. I believe this is going to be on Pinkelman. It is. That will be her first personal foul. I thought she had already picked up one or so. They do not have sideboards here in this gym, but at the free throw line will be number 14, Brooklyn Mans. First one on its way, and it is no good. This gym looks like it's been refurbished very well. I kind of mentioned that in the pregame. It's painted white, adorned with a lot of black trim, black banners. Probably one of the sharpest looking gyms I've been in a long time. Second free throw for the leading scorer of Elmood-Murdock. She misses both of them from the charity stripe. Got a break there for Crofton. Approaching halfway mark through this third quarter, still a 5-point lead. Goes in low to Jansen. Partially blocked, puts up a shot. She goes up strong. Jansen's knocked to the floor, and a foul will be called. Referee's talking it over. 24, he says. White 24, that's Aisley Hartle. Her third personal. 2 team fouls on Crofton, 1 on Elmood-Murdock. And at the free throw line is exactly who you want. That's Jay-Z Jansen. She's 4 for 4. 5 for 5 now. You see a lot of these kids come out after the half and they're shooting threes and NBA range threes. Not Jansen. That's not her game. She goes out and shoots free throws. I've watched this many times over the last few years. As she puts another one up, nothing but net. When she came out after halftime today, never missed a free throw. 31-24, and that scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Crofton back on top by 7 points. Following an initial push coming out of the halftime where the Knights had a great possession. And now driving into the paint is Fleischman, and it'll be a hand check foul. Foul's going to be this time on Panning. That's Panning's second foul. And now Elmood-Murdock will inbound underneath their own basket. Zarat inbounds it. They get it to Fleischman at the top, trying to get into the paint, waiting for a cutter to go. well covered by Kukta, and they got to change the plan. Clear out past the top of the key now, Elmood-Murdock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Little disorganization. Tell the players don't quite know where to go right now. They give it back up the top, spinning around, losing the handle. Basketball is just going to go out of bounds. Jansen was close to committing a foul, but Annie Backemeyer spun around just a little too quick and lost that basketball. It goes out of bounds. Head coach Maggie Moon is giving instructions, showing Jansen how she has to pivot around that screen to get out of the way. You see a head nod and an okay coming from Jansen. Basketball is going to go in. Now Crofton has it. Right corner into Kukta. Muscles her way down low. Trying to go up with a Euro step and a jump ball called. It's going to stay Crofton basketball. Kukta, I mentioned 5'8". If she was 6 foot tall, she already plays that way. Very physical down low. And is able to get good rebounds. And okay, so they wanted to do a 20-second timer, and they waved that off. This was, I believe there was a minor injury or something, so a player was substituted out. So we are back to live play here. Pinkelman shot from 12 feet, blocked. And now Elmood-Murdock is picking it up and trying to run and gun up the floor. Crofton gets back. Man-to-man defensive pressure still being applied. Pass down in the paint. Tipped out of bounds. That's going to go off of Fleischman for Elmood-Murdock, and Crofton's going to get it. Give credit also to Crofton. Flying in there on that defensive stand was panning. And the ball was tipped out of bounds off of a night player. Elmood-Murdock now is settled back. They've tried to do a little bit of pressure, three-quarter court, not no more. They've settled back into the half-court zone. Into the elbow, it's going to go to Jansen. Jansen swings it on the far side. Now it goes to Weisler in the corner, right in front of the Crofton student section. Back to Jansen at 15 feet. Tries to take off and drive, and she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on number 32. That's Brooke Goody. Her first personal foul. 2 team fouls on Elmood-Murdock, 3 on Crofton. And now a ball comes in play. Crofton swings it back up top. Pinkelman has it. Dribbles in about 16 feet. And that's one of those calls. It just happens where very, very noisy is half the crowd. They thought that it was a clean block. Referee saw that there was a foul. And I'll just leave it at that. Pinkelman will be at the line shooting 2. Misses the first. Head coach Paul Dwyer of Elmood-Murdock is getting an explanation on the call. Second free throw by Pinkelman is up, and it is good. Full court pressure being applied now by Crofton. Ball comes in play, and now every player for Crofton shuffles back on their half-court defense. Still in the 55 is what they call it, and 5-on-5, that's man-to-man defense. Three-point shot from the left corner. A high-arching shot by Fleischman, and she flashes the 3 fingers. That was a great high-arching shot up over Jansen, and now it's back 32-27, a 5-point advantage for Crofton. Into Jansen at the short corner. She turns around, and the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds off of an Elmood-Murdock player. You gotta love when both coaches are working the refs, trying to get things to go their way. But this is an emotional game. They're letting them play, and I like it. It's good physical basketball. Lob pass comes up top. 15-foot shot. Pinkelman side iron, no good. Fleischman with the rebound for Elmood-Murdock. 32-27, 2:14 to go in this third quarter. Back and forth we go. 3-point shot on the left wing by Mans. It's good. Elmood-Murdock's closed it to 2. Anthony dribbles in, 15 feet, no good, can't get it, battle for the rebound, Elmood-Murdock's got it. Game of momentums, and right now it's on the night side. Back to Zoe Zarat, and they give it to Mans, guarded this time by Jansen, dribbles in, puts up a shot, no good, and there will be a foul called. I believe this is going to be on Jansen. No, there was 2 players right there. Foul will be on Crofton's Jasmine Weisler. That's her second personal foul. at the free throw line will be Brooklyn Manns. Manns is just struggling mightily from the free throw line. She averages 12 points a game. She'll have one more free throw to go. You can see the frustration on her. That one did a 360 and went back at the glass and falls out. Rebound by Crofton. Into the paint, it's going to go high-low game. Down to Kukta, and Kukta tries to go up with a shot. Blocking foul. It's going to be on the floor, non-shooting. Foul will be on number 33. That's Fleischman. That's her second personal foul. That was such a hard contact foul that 3 players hit the floor at once. Minute 37 to go here in this third quarter. Into Jansen, 15-foot shot, no good. Pinkelman gets the board, put back up. She's a lot of contact, can't get it to go. Put back up again by Crofton, and now a foul will be called by Anthony. Foul on number 12 of the Knights. That's Backymeyer, her third personal. So the last minute and 32 seconds of this third quarter, Elmwood-Murdock is in 5 fouls, so Crofton is in the bonus the rest of the way. First one by Anthony. Gets the shooter's roll. This game could easily come down to free throws. And now one of the players for the Knights, that's Brooke Goody. Looks like she's got a bandage on her hand, and now the referee's making her check out again. She was the one before that, at least she's got a cut on her hand, so she needs to be retaped up. So she checks out. One more free throw by Anthony. That's good. JC Anthony, I got her for 5 points today. We are under a minute and a half, 34-30, a minute and a half of this third quarter. Basketball near the top. They swing it all the way around to Manns in the right corner. Double team, players on the floor. Manns gets free, puts up a shot. It goes behind the backboard and hits the support pole. They did not blow it dead. Now a long pass, the other end of the court. Finally picked up by Jansen. Goes up strong and she's fouled. One of those, this is like a street ball kind of a game. Just very unorthodox. Nobody could get a handle on that ball. Foul is going to be on number 24. That's Hartle, her 4th personal foul. At the free throw line is Jansen. Shooter's roll, Jansen gets it to go. She just has the perfect soft touch. She is 7 for 7 from the line. Way more important than 3-point shots. Side iron, I should have never mentioned anything. Now Jansen 7 for 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter. 35-30, Crofton on top by 5. Right side, players on the floor. Now they get up. A lot of contact, but no foul is called. Manns guarded by Pinkelman on the right wing. She dribbles back up to the top of the key. 15 seconds on a shot clock. Manns spinning around. Looks like she just wants to keep it and now decides to throw it back out. Thought about a three was Fleischman. Fleischman dribbles down low, and a foul is going to be called. Fouls on Anthony. That is her 4th personal foul. Head coach Maggie Moon says go. Coming in after this first free throw will be Panning. At the free throw line for Elmwood-Murdock is Jalen Fleischman. She is 1 for 2 from the stripe today. She's good. Fleischman has a couple of free throws and 2 3-pointers to her credit at the 34.2 second mark of this third quarter. 4-point lead for Crofton. Still anyone's ball game. High arcing free throw by Fleischman, and it is good. Elmwood-Murdock settles back in. They are in their zone defense, kind of a 1-3-1 zone. And now Crofton looks to get in the paint, wanting to go to Jansen. Can't get it. They find Panning. They swing it all the way around top. Short corner. Kukta. No good. Battle for the board. Tipped out of bounds off of Weisler, and it's going to go back to Elmwood-Murdock. So full court denial. Players for Crofton already lined up trying to deny this inbound pass with 14.4 to go in this third quarter. 35-32. Crofton leads by 3 points. Comes into Fleischman. Fleischman dribbles down the court and falls down, but gets the ball and is able to hand it off to a player. Pass down low. Pinkelman has it. 5 seconds. Trying to push it up the floor. A lot of contact. 1 second. And now a travel is called. This is a great game. That's right in front of us. A lot of contact, and credit the defense for Elmood-Murdock chasing that up the floor. There's only 0.7 seconds left. Maybe Mans could throw a three-quarter. She gets it, puts it up. I don't know if she got it off, but it is no good at the end of 3 quarters. Crofton on top, 35-32. Back to Elmood-Murdock High School in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
What if your next big adventure isn't somewhere out there, but already waiting for you at home? That kitchen remodel, a new addition, or that dream family getaway? Your home's equity can fuel it all. With a fixed-rate home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union, turn what you've built into where you're going next. Explorers Credit Union, we believe in helping you launch your next big adventure. Call 800-491-4309 and speak with a loan officer today. Explorers Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
The current 94.3 KDAM Hardington. More of today's hits.
Scott Ulrich back at Elmood-Murdock High School, 35-32. Crofton on top as we get set to start fourth quarter action. I mentioned earlier in the game that I can see the board that head coach Maggie Moon has, and I don't think she'd be upset with me because what she's telling them is stuff that the kids know and we know as well, but pressure the ball, communicate, and rebound. Those are just basic fundamentals, and fundamentals is what Crofton has done year after year and has been one of their keys to success. I will say the communicate part is very good. The players are literally screaming out there, and I think they have to because it's so noisy in this small gym. We're about to set, players whistle, and now here we go, fourth quarter, 1 quarter to go. Who's going to the state tournament? Crofton on top, 35-32, but Elmood-Murdock has the basketball first. Fleischman, right wing, almost getting a steal is Pinkelman, and now Mans is going to pick up the loose ball at the elbow on the right side, kick it back out. Zoe Zarat, and she'll restart everything. 16 seconds on the shot clock. They want to come to the right side to Mans. She's guarded by Pinkelman, and Pinkelman has been a defensive problem. Now Pinkelman steps back and leaves Mans open for 1 second, and Mans drains a three. We are tied at 35. What a shot. Crofton has the basketball. Anthony gets it to Pinkelman, swing it over to Ostermeyer on the far side of the court. And now they get it to Jansen. Jansen tries to dribble baseline, puts up a shot, and one. Jay-Z Jansen. She turned around, one player got knocked down, didn't get an initial call, but when she tried to go up, another player swatted at it. And she got the and one. Jansen, that is her first field goal since the very first point she made. And there's been a lot of free throws in there. Free throw on his way by Jansen, it is good. Back up to a 3-point lead, 38-35, 7 minutes to go in this game. With the basketball, Elmood-Murdock out top, guarded by Jansen. Lob pass into the paint. Turnaround, going up against Anthony, partially blocked, and it's going to be tipped away out of Anthony's hand in the backcourt. It's going to stay Crofton basketball. Great defensive play there. It kind of forced Annie Backymeyer down low, and the ball hit the bottom of the backboard. Crofton basketball. Right corner now is going to be Ostermeyer. Throw it back out top to Anthony. Still facing a zone defense. They get to Pinkelman. Swing to the left side, panning. Now they go up and over top the defense. Looking down low, and now a three-pointer put up by Panning. No good. Running down the loose ball. Body's on the floor. And now a whistle comes in. It will be a jump ball. Crofton getting credit for that. I could try to describe it, but there is just a lot of emotion in this gym. And now official timeout as they're calling for a towel out on the floor. There was 2 or 3 players over there on the floor trying to get a hold of that basketball. 4 Crofton players lined up in a row. Anthony hits the ball, trying to lob it into the paint. Body's on the floor again. Loose ball. And now it's going to be secured by Elmood-Murdock. Beckymeyer driving up the floor, guarded by Anthony. Has to kick it to the trailing Goody. Right-handed reverse. No good. And there's Jansen clearing away the boards. Down to 6 minutes to go in this game. 3-point lead. It goes into Jansen at the elbow. She's double teamed. Now takes off, puts up a Euro step, left-handed, and she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 32. That is Brooke Goody, her 3rd personal foul. So 2 team fouls on Elmood-Murdock, no fouls on Crofton. Exactly 6 minutes on the clock. Jansen at the free throw line. She's 7 for 8, 8 for 9. I'll take credit. They jinxed on that no other one, but she won't miss any from here on out. Very focused. She's directing players where to go as she's talking and getting information right now to Emma Kukta. Free throw on the way. It's good. Jansen from the charity stripe. Back up to a 5-point lead, 40-35. That scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Elmood-Murdock with the basketball, trailing by 5, under 6 minutes to go in this game. And now Fleischman has it, right wing. Down low, they find Goody. Goody turns around on Jansen, and then finally loses Jansen. Outstanding footwork by Brooke Goody, the 5'8 senior, to lose Jansen and have a nice layup, putting it back up and in. Back to 40-37, a 3-point lead. Pinkelman, right wing for 3. No good. Back of the iron, too strong. Bodies on the floor. This time it's going to be secured by Mans of Elmwood-Murdock. Now they bring it up the floor. Reset the offense. Head coach Dwyer for Elmood-Murdock is directing players where he wants them to go. Now he's got them in play. They get it to Fleischman, right wing, trying to find the cutter. They get it down low. Beckymeyer, and she'll be fouled. The entire play was set up trying to get Beckymeyer to come off a screen, which they got her to. And fouls on number 34. That is Pinkelman, her 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul on Crofton, but at the line shooting 2 will be Beckymeyer. On its way, it's good. I'm not sure how Coach Moon can communicate with the players. She's talking and they're nodding yes, like they're understanding. It is deafening in here. 2nd free throw on his way by Beckymeyer. No good. Jansen clears the boards. Under 5 minutes to go. 2-point lead for Crofton, 40-38. Winner goes to the state championship next week in Lincoln. Pinkelman, left corner. Back out top to Anthony. Anthony drives in strong. A lot of contact, no foul called. And now with the basketball, Elmood-Murdock is going to pick it up off the floor. With the basketball now, top of the key, Goody. Guarded by Jansen. They swing it around to Mans on the left wing, guarded by Pinkelman. Pinkelman's got 2 fouls. Jansen's got a couple as well. Goody on the right wing. They're waiting for more cutters, and now this time the defense gets in the way of those cutters. They can't get the ball to them. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shot's going to go up by Mans, blocked by Pinkelman. Pinkelman got a hand up, knocked that one away. Long outlet pass to Jansen. Sidesteps the defender, puts up a shot, and she's fouled. Jansen's going to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be on number 10. That's Grayson Hands. And now a timeout is going to be taken. Timeouts are brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
Did you know that using your debit card to pay in stores, online, even within apps, has never been easier or more secure? Now there's a better way to pay with Digital Wallet from Security Bank. Whether at the coffee shop, grocery store, or online, instead of making purchases using your plastic card, now you can pay with your smartphone, tablet, or smartwatch. Just touch, tap, pay the easy way with Digital Wallet from Security Bank. Ask about it today. Member FDIC.
got all back in Murdock, Nebraska is where it's at. Elmood-Murdock High School. Again, I mentioned they merged in 1991. And this is the second time I've ever called a game where one of our Northeast Nebraska teams have played. The other one was 3 years ago. Cedar Catholic played them in the state tournament. Crofton taking them on today, and both teams are giving the other one a run for their money. It's going to be joy, and there's going to be heartbreak in 4 minutes and 7 seconds if the score remains this close. Either way, it's going to be a tough loss for someone, but when it's close, it's even tougher. At the free throw line, Jansen, automatic, nothing but net. I know different players around Northeast Nebraska, when practice is over, they'll stay another hour or so just shooting. I would like to know that kind of information for Jansen because she just made another free throw. We'll talk about that in the postgame show. She's got about a dozen points off of just free throws. Elmwood-Murdock with the basketball, now trailing by 4. 3:57 to go. Three-point shot goes up by Mans. Too strong. Rebound by Jansen of Crofton. See if Crofton, and now everybody's yelling Wolf. Fleischman comes from behind of Anthony and steals the basketball and takes it right away. Another possession for Elmwood-Murdock. Fleischman left wide open right wing. No good. Rebound clearing the boards away is Anthony of Crofton. Outlet pass. Jansen goes up strong and she's fouled. Very good defensive back and forth we go. Jansen, who's been almost automatic, is at the line. If you're Elmwood-Murdock, that is not who you want to be shooting free throws. First one on its way. Nothing but net for the senior. Jansen will have one more, and she's 75% on the year. She's about 98% in this game. She makes that one as well. 3:30 to go, 6-point lead for Crofton, 44-38. Ball on the right side with Zoe Zarat. They swing it around. Fleischman for three. Too strong, and it goes up and hits the support beam. It will be dead ball. Crofton's going to get this one right back with 3:19 to go. Again, the winner goes to the state tournament next week. Timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by Crofton. We're going to take it with them. Back to Elmwood-Murdock High School in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring field work begins. Good luck to all our area schools.
A trip to the state tournament is on the line at 3:19 to go in this game. Crofton on top, 44-38 over the number 7 seeded Elmwood-Murdock Lady Knights. The Knights are 21-3 on the year. Crofton 18-7, and Crofton has the basketball, now facing full court pressure by Elmwood-Murdock. Still need to cross the timeline. Now Crofton clears the timeline. They slow things down, set up their half-court offense. That's the first pressure that I've seen since about the first quarter from Elmwood-Murdock. Basketball, left corner, Kukta swings it through the traffic, finds Pinkelman, right corner, in and out, can't get it to go, battle for the rebound, and it's going to be off of Kukta. It's going to be switch over, and it will be Knight basketball. Pinkelman just found herself wide open. It's one of those you want to burn clock up, but when you're that open, you got to pull the trigger. Mans has the ball in the backcourt, now gives it up to Goody, and they bring it up the floor. Straight up the middle. Right side with Zarat. They swing it around the horn to Mans. Mans, their leading scorer on the year, averages 12. She is short of that number. She has 11 unofficially. Still passing out near NBA range. Now they drive into the paint. Goody goes up strong, right-handed, can't get it to go. Battle for the board. Ball is loose on the floor, and Goody got a rebound, and she's going to be fouled. She was shoved and bumped out of bounds into the cheerleaders. Let's see who this call is going to be on. I think That's on Anthony, and that's 5. Yes, so foul is on JC Anthony. I can see the emotion on her face. It's one of those just going for the basketball. She is fouled out. Unofficially, I got her with 5 points. As they clean up the floor, take this second to thank our sponsors and supporters throughout the year. Moody Motors, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, Christensen Well, Bank of Hardington, Security Bank, Top Crop, and Avera. And there are many others who help us bring these broadcasts day in and week out. Ball comes in play, fresh 35 from Elmood-Murdock. Pass down low to Fleischman. Turns around and she's going to lose it. It dribbled right off of her foot. She was down low, kind of underneath the basket. I thought there was a lot of contact, but no call. This refereeing crew has been very consistent. They've let them play on both ends of the floor. Crofton facing full court pressure. Still looking to get across the timeline. They got about 3 seconds, and now timeout is called. Yes, the referee ran right in front of us here and called a timeout, and head coach Maggie Moon says full timeout. We're going to take a break with them. Back in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Scott Ark back at Elmood-Murdock. Crofton has 1 timeout left, 2 timeouts for Elmood-Murdock. The Warriors on top, 44-38. Panning with the basketball, left wing finds Pinkelman. She comes off a screen from Jansen. And head coach Maggie Moon says, pull it out, slow down. So they pull it back out right in front of Maggie Moon. She's given a signal, number 1. And now a screen set up by Jansen. A foul's going to be called on Elmood-Murdock. And that's 5 team fouls on Elmood-Murdock. At the free throw line will be Pinkelman. So Pinkelman has a couple of free throws here. She got one. Got the first one to go. We're getting closer to icing the game when you can make those free throws down the stretch, especially now in the bonus. Crofton's going to the free throw line no matter what the foul is. Second one by Pinkelman. It's good. Her dad on the far side gives a big round of applause. He knows that those are important ones, shaking his head up and down. 1:44 to go in this game. Crofton on top, 46-38. They swing it on the right corner. Backymeyer, now they find Goody driving in the paint. Kick out, Mans. 3-point shot goes up. That one's short. Rebound clearing the boards away is Kukta, and a foul will be called on Zoe Zarat. And that is Zarat's first personal foul. I was waiting for the scoreboard update. So the first personal foul on Zarat going to the free throw line will be Emma Kukta. A place she has not been today. She has 6 points. Her first free throw on its way is good. She kind of walks up and high fives her teammates like no big deal. 47-38, Crofton stretching it out to one of their biggest leads of the game. And now a double digit 10-point lead after Kukta, nothing but net free throw. 48-38, 1:27 to go. Crofton looks like they are destined to head back to the state tournament. Ball goes into the elbow to Goody, and a foul is going to be called on Crofton. Foul's going to be on number 12. That is Weisler. I have to say, sitting here right behind the Crofton bench has been the best seat experience announcing a game I've ever had. You can see even the stress on the coach's face. Ball comes in. It's going to be stolen, taken away by Pinkelman. Maggie Moon says, slow down. Now they get the basketball to Panning, back over to Pinkelman. They slow things down, 1:10. And now a foul is going to be committed. Committing this one is Fleischman. And going back to the free throw line will be Kukta, who just made, she went 2 for 2. That's Fleischman's 4th personal foul. Elmwood-Murdock finding themselves in unfamiliar territory right now. Nothing but net as Kukta drains that one. The Knights are 21-3. Almost perfect in this building. But they're facing a very good Crofton opponent. Second free throw, no good by Kukta. 49-38, 11-point lead and 1:02 to go on the clock. Winner moves on to the state tournament next week. 3-point shot goes up, no good by Backymeyer. She runs down her own shot. They get it back out, throwing it to Mans, and she throws it over and back. Crofton fans know it's coming. A whistle and a timeout on the floor. Timeout's going to be taken by Elmwood-Murdock. We're going to take it with them. Timeout's brought to you by Top Crop. Back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hardington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hardington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich back in Elmwood-Murdock High School. If Crofton secures this with 51.7 to go, leading by 11, credit just outright work. They outworked Elmwood-Murdock here through 99% of this game. Jansen, top of the key. And now a hand check foul is going to be committed by Mans, and that's on Panning. Panning is going to go to the free throw line where she has not been today. Foul that time on Mans, the senior. Yes, she is a senior. Panning rattles that one home. Once we tally everything up in our postgame show, I don't want to give too much away, but it is all because of free throws that is going to decide this game. Second free throw, no good. Elmwood-Murdock pushing it up the floor now. 39 seconds. Three-pointer by Zoe Zarat, no good. Rebound clearing the boards away. Kukta, and now a foul will be called. Kukta's going to go to the free throw line. She just made a couple. She went 2 for 2, and then she went 1 for 2. As some subs are checking back in for Elmwood-Murdock. Fouling out, committing that foul is the sophomore guard, Jalen Fleischman. She's subbed out. Kukta, all smiles as that free throw goes through. One dribble, it's on its way, nothing but net. This one's going to be over due to free throws. 32 seconds, 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Backymeyer, left wing, down low. Goody puts it back up and in. Goody's got 10 points. Pinkelman having a runner coming up behind her. Stops, picks up her dribble at the logo. Gives to Panning. 12 seconds. They're just going to let it play out. It looks like Pinkelman has it. 6 seconds. That's going to do it. 3, 2. There's the buzzer. Crofton is moving on to the state tournament. Crofton comes into Elmwood-Murdock and knocks out the number 7 seeded Lady Knights. Crofton's going back to Lincoln. 52-40 is your final score. We'll take a break, come back. We'll have the postgame show, wrap things up from Elmwood-Murdock. Back in 3 minutes on the current 94.3.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,900, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. And check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich back at Elmood-Murdock High School. Crofton's moving on to the state tournament once again after defeating Elmwood-Murdock Knights. They were 21-3 coming into this game and suffered this defeat here at home at the hands of the Crofton Lady Warriors. 52-40 is your final score. Let's break things down and take a look at the stats brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. For Zoe Zarat at the Elmwood-Murdock Knights, she finished with 6 points. Annie Backemeyer had 4. Brooklyn Manns had 11. Brooke Goody off the bench had 10 points. And Jalen Fleischman had 9. Now for the Crofton Lady Warriors, Jalen Panning had 4 points. Jasmine Weisler 3. JC Anthony 5. Addison Ostermeyer had 3. Emma Cookta had 11 points off the bench. Sienna Pinkelman had 8. But Jay-Z Jansen, 18 points, and 14 of them were free throws. That is an outstanding performance. Those stats brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Take a break, come back. We'll talk more basketball and have the Avera player of the game in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring fieldwork begins. Good luck to all our area schools. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hardington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hardington, Equal Housing Lender. Member FDIC.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
Scott Ork back at Elmwood-Murdock High School. Crofton has just won the district championship against Elmwood-Murdock. The Lady Knights fall here at home, 52-40. Outstanding scoring, mentioned 14 of 15 from the free throw line by Jay-Z Jansen. She also had 2 field goals, just 2-point buckets. Usually you just don't see that in any level of basketball, that someone's making that many from the free throw line, but Jansen did it here when the Warriors needed it the most. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, see if some other games are going or have gone final. In Class C2, girls action, number 3 Oakland Craig on top of Freeman, 28-18 at the half. UTAN facing Valentine with 1 minute left to go in the first half, 33-24 UTAN on top. At the half, Hastings St. Cecilia, the 5 seed, leading Sandy Creek 19-7. At the half also, Alma, number 6, over the 11 seeded Centura, 21-18. Guardian Angel Central Catholic and Thayer Central are just getting underway. Score 4-0 by Guardian Angel Central Catholic. In Class D1, I mentioned earlier that Bloomfield was winner over Juanita Palisades, 74-45. Elm Creek over Niobrara Verdigris with 1 minute to go in the opening half, 45-14. Elm Creek looking very impressive. Couple minutes to go in the third quarter. Maywood Hayes Center on top of Weeping Water. And take a look in D2, see if there's any Northeast Nebraska teams to report. St. Mary's falls to number 3, Falls City Sacred Heart, 43-40. And Wynot, the Lady Blue Devils at the half, they lead McCool Junction, a low-scoring game, 14-12, and that game is at the half. That is a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. But Crofton is moving on to the state tournament. They will play next week. We'll detail that and the player of the game when we come back in 2 minutes on The Current, 94.3.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,009, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. and check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
What if your next big adventure isn't out there on the road? What if it's already waiting right at home? That kitchen you've been dreaming of, extra room to grow, or the family trip you've pictured long ago. Your home's equity can fuel it all. When your plans become a must, Explorers Credit Union. Built steady, built for us.
Insured by NCUA. Call 800-491-4309 and put your equity to work for you today.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Scott Ulrich back at Elmood-Murdock High School. Crofton Lady Warriors winners over Elmood-Murdock 52-40. The plaques have been presented. Crofton has cut down the nets, and there are tears on both teams for different reasons, obviously, but a lot of emotion here in these district final games. Everyone wants to make it to the state tournament. But Crofton has stopped a lot of teams over the year, and they do it again here. Crofton moving on to the state tournament. They will play next week, Wednesday. The seeding needs to come out, need to see a few more games conclude. But there's 4 games that'll take place at the Devaney Center, 9 o'clock, 10:45, 1:30, or 3:15. Those games are all Class C2 in the Devaney Center on Wednesday. We will have coverage right here on the Current from Lincoln, bringing you Crofton Lady Warrior basketball. Also going to have the Crofton Warriors, the boys action, taking place on Tuesday. One of those, it's great to see the boys program getting to the district final and looking very good throughout the year. They are the number 15 seed in Class C2. They are taking on the number 2 seed, Bergen Catholic Knights. That game will take place at Bergen Catholic in Fremont. I will bring coverage of that to you Tuesday night, about 6:45 pregame for a 7 o'clock tip-off. You can tune in right here. We'll have coverage of more Crofton basketball. One final thing to do from Elmwood-Murdock, and that is the players of the game. I think this one's going to be an honorable mention, and it's unfortunate you can say Jay-Z Jansen is getting an honorable mention when she goes 14 of 15 from the free throw line, finishes with 18 points. But Emma Kukta. Emma came in off the bench, especially when Jansen picked up a couple early fouls, and Kukta looked fantastic down low, got number of good rebounds, offensive boards, and put back up, and off the bench, Kukta attributed to 11 points. She is your player of the game, provided by Avera, moving health forward. That's going to do it from here at Elmood-Murdock High School. Crofton Warriors are winners once again, 52-40, and then moving on to the state tournament on Wednesday. For Ellie back at the station, appreciate all of your help with being the board op today. I'm Scott Ulrich. We look forward to you tuning in to another broadcast coming up on Tuesday night right here on A Current 94.3.
This has been a presentation of Northeast Nebraska High School Athletics on KYN TV, courtesy of Riverfront Sports. Be sure to subscribe to KYN TV on YouTube and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment when we go live for Northeast Nebraska High School Athletics.
Current 94.3 KDAM. Hardington. More of today's hits.
Current events brought to you